Guess who's back? You know me? I ain't gotta say a word, cause you know. But anyway, it's all about the Philadelphia Eagles, baby. 37 years, one team, one club, one organization. So, let's get the thing, or get the ball rolling, if you will. We're gonna talk about the offensive line, who did real well protecting Carson Wentz up to a certain extent. He was able to complete 20-some passes or 50-some attempts for 278 yards, 2 scores, no INTs. With the first score going over to Jordan Matthews, who's able to get 100-some yards receiving, 1 score, and he also threw a 35-yard bomb to Nelson Aguilar in the end zone for a score. And number 24 himself, Ryan Matthews, got the other score by 77 yards rushing over 22 attempts. He did real well. And the rest of the entire offensive line, wide receivers, tight ends, running backs, they all did real well protecting Carson Wentz. Like I said, he got knocked down a few times. I don't think he got sacked. I think he got knocked down a few times toward the Cleveland Brown defense that is up and coming, that's what he say. But we beating them so many times it don't make no sense. And personally, let's go here with the defense. With number 91, Cox, able to get 3 sacks. Defense did real well, corralling RG3, knocked him around, beat him around, and shoved him around like he was a wet sack of potatoes, if you will, or speaking. The linebacker did real well tackling. Cornerback did real well keeping plays out of the end zone, making sure the other opposing wide receivers don't get any ball thrown. But RG3 was able to complete only 100 and some yards passing, but he threw an INT. He was pretty much done because let's just say that the Eagles know how to play RG3 because we beaten them 3 out of last 4 tries when we did play them. So overall, offensive line did real well. The defense did real well. Cornerback did real well, but Leolis, one of the starting cornerback for the Eagles, got hurt with a hamstring, and he day from what I've been told. So we really don't know how he's gonna play next week because we might have to go to the practice squad and get one of the other cornerbacks to take him play to come up. So we can see how that works out and how that goes. So the overall score was 29-10. Very impressive win. Low scoring, but very impressive win. Like I said, I want to see how well Carson Wentz does against a very good defense, and we're about to play one week 2 Monday night game against the Chicago Bears. We on the road, and they are a 3-4 defense, and so we can't overlook them because they're very good on defense, very good on offense. Because Chicago had beaten us, I think 3 times since the Andy Reid era. Only person that haven't played the Chicago Bears was Chip Kelly because he wasn't here long enough to play the Bears. You know what I'm saying? So enough of Chip Kelly. I'm really tired of speaking about the guy's name, but I'm gonna say this right here about Chip Kelly. He drafted some pretty good guys since his tenure. And that's Jordan Matthews, Nelson Aguilar, who's a little shaky at times, but I think he has a little long while to be considered a number 1 or number 2 wideout, depending how that goes. He brought in quite a few other players like Lane Johnson, but Lane Johnson is another one case scenario with his suspension pending, so I don't know how we can look at him for the time being. But he did start in this game against the Cleveland Brown. He did real well starting, so he did real well there. He brought in some good guys. He brought in some bad guys, and a lot of the bad guys was either released, traded, or no longer in the league. So, with that being said, I'm gonna leave Chip Kelly alone and go back into the Dallas Cowboys game. Woo! I really don't know what to say about the Dallas Cowboys. I really don't know what to say. They are 0-1, and the Eagles are in first place because we were the first NFC East game to play today. So we are first place. The New York Giants are in second place, and so the Cowboys right now are in third place because they are 0-1, and Washington Redskins are 0-0. But they played Monday night against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm hoping that Pittsburgh beat the dog stuffing out of them, so we can go ahead and be. So we want to worry about the Dallas Cowboys and want to worry about the Washington Redskins. So, with that being said, good night, everybody. Enjoy the games, cause trust me, I am. And I'd like to give a shout out to all of the Eagle Nation fan base worldwide. I'm talking about in Orlando, Atlanta, Florida, and there's quite a few other Eagles fan bases all across the country. Shout out to all of y'all for staying real, for staying positive, and continuing to ride, because Philadelphia is us. We strong, we great, we powerful, and we will continue to be one of the best teams going forward with Carson Wentz, Doug Peterson, the offensive line, defensive line. Nothing more you can say about the Philadelphia Eagles team. So, fly Eagles fly, bleeding green nation, gang green nation, stay strong, holla.